last question.
Hi, so thanks for sharing your vision. I think we all want a more educated, a more prosperous society, and, we all want to live in that future. But my question is about fairness. In 2016, Mitch McConnell blocked a Supreme Court justice from being nominated by Barack Obama. And now we have two very conservative judges who don't represent the views of the American people anymore. And I'm concerned even if the Democrats take back the House, the Senate, and the presidency, any progress could be quickly rolled back by the current makeup of the Supreme Court. So my question is, would you support legislation to add 13 seats to the, add 4 more seats, to the Supreme Court to make it 13? In order to preserve the balance of the Supreme Court and also protect the accomplishments of progressives for years to come.
Yeah, well, and I'll tell you, number one, we need to protect a woman's right to choose.
Yeah.
You know right now that a whole bunch of conservative legal think tanks are just looking for what they think is the perfect case to take up to the Supreme Court with this makeup of the court to try and overturn the 1973 decision. And they've chipped away at it over time. So that's my number one concern issue-wise. Let me explain how I think about that. Let me give you a blunt answer first. I'm not inclined to support court packing, but let me tell you what I would support that would perhaps affect this. Some people have suggested that we go to a different type of system, for instance, term limits on justices. So instead of a lifetime tenure, you serve 15 years or 20 years. I could support something like that. You would have more turnover. Also, you wouldn't have this rush to appoint people that are only in their 40s or early 50s because, you want them to serve their 40 years on the court. Right? That's what's happening right now. In fact, what you've seen in these federal courts in this administration is there's really a race to the bottom. They've appointed in very quick fashion a lot of people who shouldn't even be on the courts, and they tried to get away with appointing a couple of people who had never even tried a case. And now they're going to be a lifetime appointee as a federal judge. That makes zero sense whatsoever. And let me explain to you how I think about breaking norms, so to speak. And I'll start with the filibuster, which people also asked about. If the decision is between upholding that 60-vote filibuster or everybody getting health care in this country, I'm going to choose everybody getting health care in this country. Or if it's between that 60-vote filibuster and investing in sustainability, that's something like the Green New Deal, then I would do that. Or universal pre-K. I'm comfortable in breaking those norms where there's some bottom line norm that we would pretty much all agree in this society that is a rock hard bottom line norm. And for the Senate, that's 50 plus 1. If we ever go to a situation where 50 plus 1 doesn't hold up, then our American democracy itself has gone off the track. Right? So, in other words, I'm comfortable because we still have a norm that is pretty hard and fast. It gets a little bit trickier when you want to do something that changes that through legislation, then the other party can just come back 2 years later or when they get the majority and try and change it all back. Then you're just going to you risk getting into a changing up of norms as people see fit. So the way I would think about it is to look for ways that, it may not be good to have something that's an artificial norm now, but where you still have a default, a backup that is ingrained in us culturally and legally that we can fall back on. That's how I think about those things.
Thank you.
I'll tell y'all,